idea makes millionaire and billionaires first. So anything you want to be, to do, and to have, you have to first have the idea in your mind.
Okay.
But the idea, the thought, the belief, the feeling is what bring the stuff into physical manifestation. Everything we desire, we have to first have the idea. The idea comes first, then the manifestation follows there. So we have infinite knowledge, we have infinite ideas, but nobody is going to open your brain or mind and pour knowledge into it. It's something you have to search for, and you can get it in book. It doesn't matter where you live. But some people are mentally lazy to read. They believe, oh, when I go to school, I've read enough, I don't have to read. No, the millionaires, the billionaires, they are reading. Warren Buffett said he read maybe like 6 books in a month. Bill Gates said he read maybe like 7, 8 books a month. So, we imitate such people. They read, because they know that knowledge is, you cannot exhaust all the knowledge, and the more you know, the more you earn.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew.
Welcome to Kinside TV. You are watching Money Mindset and Psychology. Here we always talk about money and psychology. We talk on topics that will make you rich. And today I have my guest. He is the author of the book Money is Looking for You, Emma Roberts. Sir, welcome.
You're welcome, brother. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir, and you?
God is good as always. I'm doing good. God is good. It's a beautiful day. So
Yeah,
we're here.
thank God. We thank God. And as I told you last episode that you need to get hold of the book. So if you have the book now, just take the book. Money is Looking for You. We are going to discuss more about stuff that are in the book. Maybe you have read it and you don't understand. The man himself is here to explain certain words that we find it difficult to understand in his book. So, I asked a question in our last episode, and I will start from there.
Okay.
You don't lack money. What you lack are ideas on how to attract money. So, my question is, what are the things that we will do for us to attract money?
Anyway, you are welcome again. So we're here again to answer some questions. So you don't lack money. What you like are ideas on how to get money. So this is so simple. So I will explain it in a simple language that everybody can understand. Mm, Number one, what we have to understand about money is that idea makes millionaire and billionaires first. So anything you want to be, to do, and to have, you have to first have the idea in your mind.
Okay.
But the idea, the thought, the belief, the feeling is what bring the stuff into physical manifestation. Everything we desire, we have to first have the idea. The idea comes first, then the manifestation follows the idea. You have to know exactly what you want. People just don't wake up, apart from maybe people who won the lottery. Even people who won the lottery, it's an idea in their mind because they play. Because if you don't play lottery, you will not win. So
Okay.
if you play, there's a tendency that one day you're going to win if you persevere. So everything is an idea. So money, like every other thing, is an idea. The people that build industries, people that have tons of money, the wealthy people, rich people, they all have an idea. It's a burning desire in the mind. is an idea. For example, Thomas Edison, all these multimillionaires, all these billionaires we have today, Elon Musk, all of them, they have a burning desire, an idea in the mind. That's why they create most of the things they created. Even though the naysayer will say it cannot be done. That's why it's very advisable that we don't tell people our ideas before you can tell like-minded people your ideas. But there's some people you don't echo your idea, because once you echo your idea to them, they will discourage you. They will say it's not possible. It has not been done before.
Okay.
So most of the things we enjoy in this world right now, cars, airplanes, electricity, it's an idea, Thomas Edison had the idea of electricity in his mind. It failed several times, thousands of times. So he had this idea, a deep-seated idea in his mind that I want to bring this thing, and he's not pursuing the money, but when the idea came into physical manifestation, the money will come up time. So he said, I failed 10,000s of time. He said, but I did not fail. He said, anytime he failed, he's learning something. He's moving towards the idea that is so clear in his mind. The idea of electricity. And all of us are enjoying the electricity today. So idea makes millionaires and billionaires. So if you lack idea, you will lack riches. There's no shortage of money in the world, but there's shortage of people, creating ideas. I will say that again, that is profound. There's no shortage of money in this universe, but there's shortage of people, bringing ideas in order to get money. Because when the idea comes to fruition, the money will come after you. So most wealthy people, they don't pursue money. They create an idea, and the idea, because somebody said it, they said, if you want to be rich and wealthy, you find an idea and create a solution for people, and money will run after you. You don't run after money, money will run after you. So money is an idea in the mind of the rich people. Poverty is an idea in the mind of the poor people. Poor people, they expect miracle, which will happen, money will come from heaven, and all this stuff, all these false beliefs. There's nothing like that. Some people believe when they cry and wail and work hard, beg God, please help me and give me money. That's where money. No, you are wasting your time. Money does not operate like that. The people that have a lot of money, legal money, people that have legal money, that they do something, they create something from their ideas. And the idea is like a burning desire in their mind. So idea makes millionaire and billionaire. I said it before. So the idea first, then the money will follow the manifestation of the idea in your mind. So everything you want, everything you need concerning material, monetary, the monetary aspect of life, the money. So money follows ideas. So we should always have an idea. The book I created, The Money is Looking for You, is an idea in my mind. So if I don't have the idea, that book will not come into manifestation. So I have the idea to write a book. So I wrote the book. It became a bestseller. It became 3 times, award-winning in three categories. So it's an idea in my mind. I didn't write the book because of money. But when the idea came in my mind, I wrote the book, then the money followed the book. The award followed the book, the best-selling, international award, all those things I got from the book, they follow up. So idea is what we have to cultivate in our mind, and it don't have to be just an idea, because we all have an idea, we have intuition, we have God guidance within us that give us ideas. But, we have to pursue the idea. We have to make it a burning desire. We have to make it, this is what I want, and nobody can talk me out of these dreams, because, everybody have a talent. We are all God's children. Like I said the last episode, I have a mind, you have a mind. All God's children have a mind. So we can use our mind to be, to do, and to have all the good desire. And there's nobody created in this world that does not have intuition. That inner knowing that this is what, So if you can find a good idea in your mind, money will follow the idea. If you don't give it up, it's not just having an idea. You have to pursue the idea. You have to have a burning desire for the idea. You have to persevere, perseverance. He who persevere to the end shall always wear the crown, the Bible said. So you have to make it, a dream come true, because idea, like I said, makes millionaires and billionaires. So you are not poor. You like ideas. And like I said, everybody have an idea, but the courage to pursue the idea is what most people lack. And if you don't pursue your idea, somebody will have the same idea and, do wonders with it. Like some people, they would be waiting for a miracle to happen. And, so before you know, the idea will slip away from from your mind, and somebody else will catch it, and you will see the person doing tremendous, it will be a tremendous success. You'll be like, oh, I have this idea then, but I didn't, so it's gone. So idea is not something you just nurture, and you don't, you have to make an action. You have to make the idea will propel you to make action if you know how your mind works, because God gave you the idea. And, if you have idea to help humanity to create something that is going to be wonders in the world, that is going to help a lot of people. So, God will give you all the ingredients you need. You will be attracted to the people, even if the idea require money, the money will come from somewhere. So that is not our own work. Our own work is to try to implement the idea and to, give it some action on the outside. So that's how nobody is poor, but a lot of people just not recognize the importance of ideas that they have in the mind. So there are no poor people. God do not create poor people. God create people. God create us in his own image and likeness. And he gave us all the attributes and the qualities of himself, of God himself. So is it not written in your law that you are gods and all of you are the sons of the Most High? Yeah. So there's nobody lacking ideas. What people lack is motivation to pursue the idea. So there are no poor people. So if you are poor, that means you lack ideas. You might have the idea, but maybe you don't go for the idea. That's how we explain that part.
All right, awesome. So I always say something, or I have a quote that I always say that a goal without a plan is just a wish.
That is very correct.
So if you have an idea without implementing it, it's just a wish. So when you implement the idea, and then the money will follow. That is great explanation from Mr. Eman Robert. And you are watching, the program you are watching is Money Mindset and Psychology. And he is the author of the book, Money is Looking for You. You can get a copy from Amazon, and you can also put a comment in this video and we will send you one. It's very cheap. It's not expensive, but when you buy it and read and practice the principles in the book, you see that the book is even, it's just cheap. It's just for free. And the benefit that you get from reading the book will be more, and you'll be rich. Money will start chasing you. So, what you are saying, it means that the inside mirrors the outside.
Sorry.
So you made a mention and you quoted Hosea 4:6 that my people destroy for the lack of knowledge.
Stanley.
Okay. So now, this is my next question. If you want to be rich, watch what poor people do and don't do it. My question is, what are the things that people do that makes them poor? Because if we get to know things people do that makes them poor, then when you see someone doing it, you will just look at it and you will not do it, so that you too will not become poor. So just let us know things that people do that makes them poor.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, the inside mirrors the outside, and if you want to be rich, I used to write that a lot in my blogs, on
Yeah.
social media platform. If you want to be rich, watch what the poor people do and do the opposite. So what does that mean is that, they say there's a popular adage, show me your friend
And
and I
I'll
will
show
show
you
you
your
who you
father.
are. I will show you, if I see the company you keep and if I see the way you use your mindset, I can predict your future for you. You can predict your own future for yourself. If
Okay.
you're on the right path, if you are a positive thinker, if you are somebody who has goals and ambition, if you are somebody who read books, those are the part of the things that make us great in this world. If you are somebody looking for knowledge, you are not stagnant. Because if you see the clench-minded people, they don't get far in life. This is
Okay.
all I know. This is what my parents taught me. This is what the church taught me. This is what my school taught me. If you just put your egg in just one basket, you can never get higher in life. So there's no poor people, like I said before. They're only the people that they don't recognize the potentials that God put inside them. We all have potentials, because we're all created again in the image and likeness of God. God does not create Mr. A to be rich and Mr. B to be poor. But a lot of people believe that is my destiny to be this. It's my destiny to be that. In the universe of causes and effect, yes, everybody is responsible for their destiny.
Okay.
You can be lazy, you can be smart working, you can work hard or whatever you call it. I don't believe in working hard, I believe in working smart.
Smart.
So so yeah, the lack of knowledge make a lot of people poor. If
Okay.
you are not, grow there's a book, Think and Grow Rich. It's not just for the rich people. Think and Grow Rich, that's a book that everybody's supposed to read. Those are one of the first book they wrote about, mindset, how the
Yeah.
poverty, how we can erase the consciousness of poverty out of your life. But there's a adage, so popular that they said, put a secret in a book, and give it to an ignorant person, and the person will never open that book. So it will be, it will miss a lot of things in life. So knowledge is power, but knowledge is power if it's applied. If it's applied and used, you can have it full of knowledge and wisdom, but if you don't use it, you are wasting your time. So the people lack, yeah, the Bible is correct with that statement. That's a very good statement that, because of lack of knowledge, my people perish. The knowledge is there, it's in the Holy Bible, it's in all these books we are reading, it's in this book we are reading now, but there's a lot of people they don't read book. Some people will say no, it's a waste of time to read books, So if you say it's a waste of time to read book, that means you are limiting your knowledge. Because knowledge is like 360 degree. You cannot get it all. But because there's a scientists, they said something about human being. They say most human beings use only 1 to 2% of their potential before they die. Even they say the most intelligent, of human beings, they use not more than 4 to 5% of their potentials. Let's say 4, 5, 6%. So imagine the margin we still have. So that means we have infinite intelligence. The infinite intelligence is God Almighty that dwells in us. So we have infinite knowledge. We have infinite ideas. But nobody is going to, open your brain or mind and pour knowledge into it. It's something you have to search for. And you can get it in book. It doesn't matter where you live. But some people are mentally lazy to read. They believe, oh, when I go to school, I've read enough. I don't have to read. No, the millionaires, the billionaires, they are reading. Warren Buffett said he read maybe like 6 books in a month. Bill Gates said he read maybe like 7, 8 books a month. So, we imitate such people. They read, because they know that knowledge is, you cannot exhaust all the knowledge. and the more you know, the more you earn. If you see the word in English, the word learn, Learn, remove the L, it will remain N.
Man.
So when you
Oh,
learn,
wow.
you will earn. Yeah. The more you learn, the more you earn. So, so
Wow.
all these things are teaching us that we have to learn. I thank God, I am a scholar. I'm intellectually sane. I went to school and do all this stuff, but I thank God that I did not limit my knowledge just to school certificate, diploma, and all this stuff. When I start reading some books, I know that, oh, they don't teach this, this in the school.
Yeah.
They don't teach you in school how to get rich. They don't teach you in school how to get money. What they teach you in school, is to go to school and be an entrepreneur, to work for somebody,
You work for somebody.
to just work and earn living and pay taxes, and live and just like that. But, if you want to push your limit, you have to be reading. There's a lot of good books out there that we, reprogram your mind, reprogram your subconscious mind. A lot of people, even the so-called graduate, they don't even know what is the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And imagine you live in this world, in this age. They say in this age of unlimited information, ignorance is a choice. Ignorance is a choice. You choose your ignorance. You choose your own poverty. So if you do, I understand people who don't go to school, cannot read and write. It's very difficult for them, to get all this stuff. But if they can get some few principles, they can be rich too. I know some people who doesn't attend school, but they are rich. They are millionaires. They are billionaires.
A
But
lot.
those one they know the principles. Some of them know the principle of how the mind works. They might not know it, in an intellectual way, but they have some, they have some instinct in them that propel them to have money. So knowledge is power. We should not knock knowledge, because that's where all the good things of life come from. We have to read. We have to, apply the principle of what we're reading. Most of the books I read, I apply the principle. That's why I can come out boldly and write my own book. That's why I can speak boldly, because I know, I've learned a lot. I know how the mind works, which is one of the most important things in this world, is to know the working power of your mind, because everything, like we said in our last episode, was everything springs from our mind. So once you don't know the working powers of your mind, the world will make you ignorant. The world will advertise poverty to you. You will be poor. You'll see that on TV, on internet every day, and you will be propelled, to embrace poverty, which is not what God. Beloved, I wish you good health above all, and to prosper even as your soul prospers. God wants us to prosper. He wants us to have money. He wants us to have all the good things, that we truly desire. But we have to open our mind. A clenched-minded ones don't get so far in life. I said it before, I will say it again. If you are clenched-minded, if you don't want any information to enter you, this is what I know. This is what my mom told me. Oh, this is what religious taught me. Oh, I have to die and go to heaven and enjoy. You will be in that cycle. So watch what poor people do and do the opposite. Poor people don't read books. They don't go to seminars. They don't go to workshops. They don't listen to all these kind of things. They can be on the internet 20 hours out of 24 hours. They will be looking for entertainment.
Yeah.
They don't listen to knowledge. They don't listen to what will improve their life. They listen to gossip and all this stuff that is, very popular on the internet. It's not a bad thing, but, you don't make it your residence. So watch what they do. When you do the opposite of what they do, then you will get along. You will know. They don't read. They don't listen to, intellectual programs. Even spiritual programs that we elevate their life, they don't listen to. So they will say, oh, this is nonsense. I don't believe this, So, and we all know that our belief creates our realities. So we should always do the opposite of what what the poor are doing. If you do the opposite of what they're doing, and make sure that you mingle with people who are getting something out of life, people who are progressing. You know, people who are serious about their life, positive-minded people, people, you know, mingle with those kind of people that you want to be like. You know, like people you want to be like. You know, read about the rich people. You read their biography. Read books. There's a lot of books. You know, me most especially for me, for example, I read most of the book I read is about finance because I want to know. You know, the modus operandi of all this. I listen to YouTube's videos about finance. You know, the one that resonates with me, I take it in my, you know, I jot it down, I write stuff down, you know, I memorize them and I use them. And, you know, my life has improved tremendously. So that's how we answer that part.
All right. What you said has reminds me on a movie that I watched. One billionaire, he died and make his will, and like he was having one son, but according to his will, the son only inherit a book, but
Okay.
he has given all his properties to one person, and that person is having the key to one of his room, and then the person who will have the key will be the owner of all his properties. And clearly, he knows his son doesn't like reading. That's why he gave the son the book,
Hmm.
not knowing that the king is hidden in the book. The
All right.
son was there, like things started became difficult for this guy. He was even from friends to friends asking for money. And one day something came to him that, why don't you read the book that your dad gave you? So when he went and started reading, then he pumped to the king. And
Hmm.
with that, he became the owner of all his father properties. So this clearly telling us that reading is good. If you don't like reading, you have to start reading. And if you are somebody who cannot read, there are podcasts there in your local languages, whatever language that you speak. Just look through YouTube. You get videos on money and finance, listen, and then watch so that you'll be financially free because ideas produce wealth.
That's true.
Yes, sir. Um, my next question will go in line with that because you have clearly let us know what we should do or the things that poor people do that they don't read, they don't watch podcasts that talks about finance, money. So we shouldn't do that. Now, poverty can be removed by right thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. So you have already explained the ideas. We have also talked about the thoughts. So if you have not watched our previous episode, just go to YouTube, search Kingside TV. You'll find a lot about our videos there. One of them is psychology of money. And then the one we are talking about is just search money is looking for you, and you get that video there right in Kingside TV YouTube. So now briefly, how do our belief remove poverty?
Okay. First, we have to know what belief is. What is belief?
Okay.
Belief is when you believe something, belief is a mental equivalent. You know, when you believe something, you mentally equivalent with that stuff. You know, you mentally match to the stuff you believe. They call it it's a mental equivalent. It's a mental acceptance. When you accept something in your mind, that's your belief. So belief is mental acceptance or mental equivalent. Belief is almost synonymous to faith.
Okay.
You know, when you believe something deeply in your mind, it will happen for you. You know, this podcast we are doing right now is because we believe. We spoke about it yesterday, and we said we are going to do it today. So we believe it's going to happen. So now it's happening. So,
Okay.
you know, this is a simple example of how you believe stuff. Anything you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and you shall have it. It's in the Bible. So what does that mean? Most people, they skip that belief part. You know, people pray all their life for something, but they don't believe it. So if you pray, you can fast as much as you want. If you don't believe what you are praying for, you are wasting your time. Then how do we get those beliefs? When you are, through repetition. When you repeat something all the time, you will get used to it. It's like what you are doing now is very easy for you because you've been doing it all the time. So it's easy for you to set your camera. It's easy for you to, to pick a topic because it becomes, like your second, it becomes like your habit. So when you believe something, it will propel you, it will propel the action for you to do something. So belief can make you rich, belief can make you poor. Poor people believe that money is evil. Okay. They believe that when they have money, they will be bad, they will be a bad person, it will make them bad, So most of they believe money is bad. And like we said in our last discussion, when you say money, if you believe money is bad, you will not have it. It will take wings and fly away from you. So your belief too can make you rich. If you believe deep down in your mind that, all these riches of the world, all this wealth of the world belongs to you, which is your divine right. So that belief will propel you, to take action on the outside, to have an idea, to be able to do one or two things that will push you into your riches. So belief is very important. It's like I said, it's like faith. When you have faith, faith in belief, science call it belief, religion call it faith. So they are the same. Okay. So when you believe something deep down in your mind, in your subconscious, because when you believe something, you are propelling your subconscious mind, to act on your belief. Your subconscious mind always acts on your belief, what you really believe. So that's why a lot of people, they say, oh, I say affirmations, I do a lot of prayer, but nothing happens. It doesn't get to the subconscious mind yet. That's why the mind learns through repetition. You have to keep repeating your ideas, your affirmations, your words, your thoughts, all the beautiful things you want. You have to repeat it to yourself like it's already done. Okay. That's why the Bible said, anything you ask in prayer, believe. Believe that you are received and it shall be given to you. So when you believe something, you are drawing it to you. Some believe in sickness, some believe in pandemic, some believe in poverty, so according to everybody's belief, they say man is belief expressed. You are your own belief expressed. You are your consciousness objectified. Once you believe something, you are drawing it to you. If you believe poverty is good, you will be poor here on earth and go and enjoy in heaven. That's exactly how your life will turn up, But if you believe riches is for me, good health is for me, prosperity for me, success is for me here on earth, on this planet earth that God created me to enjoy, you will draw good things to yourself. So we are nothing but our belief expressed. You can do anything you want, but if you are believing contrary, it's not going to work for you. So when you believe something deep down, you will make it happen. It will happen for you. So belief is very important, Anyway, you cannot do better than your belief. You cannot go beyond, the boundaries of your belief. So you are your belief expressed, pressed out. You press, your beliefs are pressing out as your condition and your life experience. So you are your belief pressed out. You are your consciousness. So what is consciousness? Consciousness is everything you believe. Everything you say yes to in your mind, everything you really believe. That's your consciousness. You are nothing but your consciousness objectified. So you are nothing but your beliefs expressed, pressed out on the outside. You believe it inside, then it will be pressed out of outside. So belief is very, faith. What is faith? In spiritual, faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. You've not seen it, but you believe it. Exactly. So faith is loyalty. You are loyal to the unseen reality. I believe this thing is going to happen to me, and that's why I continue doing it, and it must happen to me. So we are nothing but our belief, expressed as conditions. Yeah.
Clearly, he has explained the quote, Mark 11:24. Therefore, I say to you, whatever things you ask when praying, believe that you receive them, and you would have them. So clearly said, we have to believe that we received them already, whatever, and it will happen. We need not wait to receive before giving thanks. We have to give thanks that we have received, and definitely it will happen. This is great.
Exactly.
This is great. That's why
Exactly.
I keep on telling you that go and buy the book. Money is looking for you. You will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. So, my next question is, in the book, chapter 2, the
Mhm.
cosmic law of the mind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to ask, do we have a law of the mind named cosmic? So if you can
Yeah.
explain that law of mind for us.
Yeah, the cosmic law of the mind is, it's a metaphysics term, you know.
Okay.
It's metaphysics. It's like physics. Metaphysics means seeing beyond, when you see beyond your condition. So metaphysics, seeing beyond physical condition.
Okay.
So the cosmic law of the mind, the cosmics means like is like a principle. The cosmic is like a principle. The principle, the law of mind is like a principle. So the cosmic law of the mind says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I think that's one of the most profound
Yeah.
things in the Bible. Who said it? I think it was King Solomon. Also, yeah, he said, I think, yeah, it was King Solomon that said it in the Bible, that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And when we read the Bible, we all know that Solomon is one of the wisest king in the Bible.
Yeah.
So he said the word. So we have to take all those words so serious, because if we really go into the context of the word, as the man think in his heart. So you see, what is the heart? We said it in our last stuff, is the subconscious mind. So whatever you think, the only faculty of the mind is thought. So as you think about yourself, as you feel about yourself, what you believe about yourself is what you are manifesting on the outside, as within, so without, as in subconscious mind, so as life condition and experience. So the cosmic law, as a man thinketh, so is he. If you see the condition of your life, if you can be true with yourself, if you can be true with yourself, if you believe, because it's not good to lie. You can lie to, you can lie to other people, but it's unwise to lie to yourself. So I don't encourage people to lie to other people too. I'm just saying it. I'm just using it as an example. So if you see poor people, the way they think is how they feel outside. If you see the difference between the rich and the poor, is just their thought process, their
Yeah.
mindset, their self-image.
Okay.
What is your self-image? How you define yourself? What do you believe about yourself? How do you see yourself? So those are your self-image, and you cannot have anything beyond your consciousness, beyond your self-image. If you have a poverty self-image, you'll be poor. You can be working on the outside, very hard, working 3-4 jobs, you will still be poor. Or something will be taking that money away from you, like we said the last time. So you have to kill that poverty self-image, before you can, have wealth self-image or success. Well, you have to kill failure self-image before you can have success self-image. So you are your self-image. We are our self-image. So that's why people pray all their life, fast, and do all these things, and they don't get nothing. Because you have to kill that poverty self-image first. You have to know what money is. You have to know there's some N words, the one we did last time.
Yeah.
Some things you don't say about money, because you might be earning well, you might have a good job, you might be having a good business, but something, we take the money away from you. You know, if you don't really, that's why you have to really know money. If you know money, you are rest assured that when get hold of money, the money will always stay in your hand, you know, and it will multiply in your experience, because you know what money is. You know the end words about money. You know how money operates. You know all those things. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So is his condition. So is his experience, and you can never go beyond how you think, because your heart in the Bible, in the Holy Bible, is your subconscious mind. So whatever you are, you know, we said it the last time, whatever you are feeding your subconscious mind is what you will be experiencing as your life condition. So that's why you can do all these things, you can do all these prayers and, you know, fasting. But if you don't renew your mind, if you don't change your, you know, your self-image, your condition will never change. That brings me to a Bible verse. Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So if you don't change your mindset, if you don't change your self-image, if you don't change your consciousness about money, about health, about good health, happiness, love, joy, success, prosperity, peace of mind, there's nothing that will change. A change begins from within, from inside. You know, so when you change your inside, the outside will reflect that change. Okay. So as a man thinketh in his heart, that is one of the most profound statements in the Holy Bible. That if you get that statement, you will not struggle, because the way it is in your heart, in your subconscious mind. That's why I advise people, read about the subconscious mind. Know, you know, what you are putting inside your mental gear. What are you feeling? Is it poverty thoughts? Is it wealth thought? Because you will see the result. Your condition will show you the result. So if you see a poor man, all is, you know, the subconscious mind, the heart is full of junks, you know, of poverty. You know, how we get money, you know, how we pay my bills. Money is hard to get. Money is very difficult to get. Money does not stay in my hand. Money fly away from, you know, that is mental gear. So that's what will be happening. And if you see a rich person, a wealthy person, you know, his mindset is different. Or how will I do this business? 1 + 1 = 2. I have to do, you know, create these ideas and get money. I have to do this one. I have to, you know, that's how rich people think. They don't think money is scarce, because money is not scarce. You know, there's trillions of dollars circulating every day in this universe. So why should you be poor? So a child of God is not supposed to be poor. Money, God wants you to be rich. What God wants you to be prosper. But you have to open your mind, your heart, you know, to receive. You know, you don't have to condemn money. You don't have to be jealous of rich people. You know, I still read today on the internet, somebody was criticizing the rich people. They do this, you know. The rich people, they are not, you know, they are not the one that made you poor.
Yeah.
You know, they create ideas. Amazon, you know, the guy who have Amazon, he creates an idea. The guy who have Facebook, they create an idea that everybody is following. You know, they are helping. Through them, we are using this device now, and they are giving to the poor. So they didn't take your money. They didn't take money from you. They create an idea, and that idea, you know, now is bringing them wealth. So you too should imitate them. Instead of you to criticize them or despise them or hate them, imitate their lifestyle. Produce something. Do something. You know, help people. Do something that will help people. Then money will run after you. They don't run after money no more. Money comes to them. Amazon is making billions of dollars every day.
Yeah.
You know, because he created this idea from his basement. He started from the basement. He started selling books from basement. So people, we forgot how these people started. They started humble, like just me and you. But now they create something that their generation, they created, you know, generation wealth. So most people now will say, oh, they are the one who have 90% of the wealth of the world. Yeah, they create an idea. Idea make millionaires and billionaires. So instead of you to be bashing the rich, why can't you create your own idea? So as you are thinking, that's how your life is. So there's different aspects we have to work on ourselves. You know, if we want to be prosperous, that's why it's very important to read books. when you get this book, you will see a lot of things, all the things that you are doing that is making money running away from you if you are poor. And if you are rich, you can even, because some people will get money and the money within 1, 2, 3 years, it would be, they will be like a one-hit wonder. The money will come, later they don't have money again. So they will wonder how the money get away from them. So there's a lot of things that we have to know about money. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As he think, as he believe, as he feel, so is his life condition. It cannot be otherwise. It can never be otherwise.
Awesome. This is mind blowing, and you are still watching Inside TV. The program is Money Mindset and Psychology. With me right here is Mr. Emma Robert. He is an author of the book Money is Looking for You. Now, if you have not have the book yet, go to Amazon and you get one, or just write us at the comment section and we will try to get you one. And he mentioned some things that we have already made a video about it. There are some words that you don't have to say about money. So if you are watching this video now, when it's finished, just search Kingside TV, words that are not, you should not say about money, and you'll find that video. And sir, this conversation is getting interesting, but time is also far spent. This question, I like this question, but I think I'll ask the question and we'll answer it in our next episode.
Right.
Because you said that just as people learn to be poor, they can unlearn poverty and learn to be prosperous. So how can people learn to be poor? Because everybody is learning to become somebody or to become rich. And in your book, you are saying that there are some people, they are learning to be poor. So just keep that one. And in our next episode, we will start from here. So, now just tell us your last words and
okay. It's always beautiful to say the last word, to advise people. Read books. Read books. Knowledge is power. Knowledge applied and use this power. In this age of unlimited information, ignorance is a choice. So you don't have nobody to blame. You have books, you have internet. Even, if you can't afford book, because some people, they can afford book, but they can't afford other things. They can afford, books. You can watch YouTube, for example, like this program is free. Nobody's charging you. So there's a lot of things you can watch. Even now, books, most of the books now, they are audio books. So, some of them are free. You can watch, there's some different way we can learn these days. So there's no excuse again. In this age, if there's no complaining, there's no pointing to one man, there's no pointing to the rich people that they are the one that made me poor. Rich people doesn't make nobody poor. If they can become rich, you can become rich as well. So God gave you a mind. He gave them a mind. They use their own positively. They create an idea that the whole world is paying them now back, with money. So do not knock money. Be careful what you say about money. Be careful what you think about money. Be careful what you believe about money, because what you really believe about money and say and think is, how you will be experiencing money. There's a lot of goodies in this book. Go get it. Ask questions. Try to subscribe to Ken TV channel. We bring a lot of goodies all the time. We don't talk only about money. But we know money is important. So that's why we talk about money. We will cover a lot of topics in the nearest future. So the sky is the beginning. So we bring you all the goods that if you can apply. There's one thing to listen to all this stuff, but you have to apply them. So that's what I want you to take today with you. You can read books. You can, they talk very nice about money. It's very good, but you have to apply them. Application is the key to success. When you hear all these good things, apply them to your own life, so that, because what does it make for you to hear all these beautiful things and you don't try it and you don't apply it?
apply it.
Because if you don't try and apply it, it will not work for you. You will just say, oh, that is a very good statement. Oh, money is this, money is that, but you don't apply. So you have to apply personally to your life so that you can improve your financial status. So the last thing I will say is that be diligent. As a man thinketh, so you see, like we said, change the way you change your thought process. If you are not really feeling financial, buoyant and where you want to be financially, you have to change your mindset. You have to change your self-image. You have to kill the poverty self-image in your mind so that you can start, creating money and all the goods you truly desire. God bless everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe to this wonderful channel. The young man is doing a very good job, and so we will bring you a lot of goodies. Subscribe to the channel. Try to comment. Try to encourage us so that we can do more. Because the more you encourage us, the more we do more. And try to get the book. Money is Looking for You. It's international bestseller. Amazon international 2-time bestseller. It's Impact Award winning in 3 categories. So it's a very profound book. Go get your own copies. And we will be meeting you in this comment section. If there's any question, we are here. I'm available, to answer. I am a coach. If you need I train people about how to get money. I train people about good health, happiness, love, joy, success, prosperity, money, peace of mind. So we cover our spectrum. So if you need my assistance, you can always get in touch with me. So God bless everybody. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon again. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. I would say my final words from his book. And he said that lack of money and poverty must be a fact as your condition presently. Maybe presently you see yourself that you don't have money, that's lack of money, and maybe you are facing financial difficulties. This is your present situation. But the truth of you is wealth and abundance. If you know who you are, and then the power of God in you, you will become rich and successful. So just know who you are, the power of God in you, and you will become powerful. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, and comment. And see you in our next episode.
All right now. All right. Bye. God bless you all. Bye.
Bye.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness.